All right, last one for the night. Okay, so this was originally going to be about Patrick Mahomes, but honestly, let's keep it a bean with you. Okay, so Joe Burrow broke the NFL, and he's not going to get credit for this. It's actually Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. It's a combination of Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Cliff Kingsbury. Did I say Patrick Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes and Kyler Murray. But let me tell you this: Joe Burrow and Kyler Murray. Okay, so let's start it off. So Patrick Mahomes gets drafted, yada yada yada. He sits behind Alex Smith. Then he comes in, throws 50 touchdowns, and becomes the league MVP his first year starting, this, that, and the third. And then he proceeds to dunk on all the haters by winning a motherfucking Super Bowl. So so not only did that break this, it broke the NFL kind of. Okay, it started cracking the NFL. It chiseled at it because he did that on a rookie contract, and they were able to pay people and kind of stack a super team. Well, I mean, they kind of just had a super core of receivers, but anyways, so he was able to do that. Okay, he comes in and he wins the Super Bowl on the rookie deal, which kind of starts to kickstart the whole, have a young quarterback on a rookie deal and just throw a bunch of weapons at him so he can succeed in the NFL and possibly win you a Super Bowl before you have to pay him big money. So it starts that trend. It gets that rolling. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes does that, this, that, and the third. Okay, you got to give some credit to Lamar Jackson too, because he is going to make it to where there's a lot more mobile quarterbacks in the league, despite the fact Patrick Mahomes also helped with that because he came in, he was also successful as a rookie leading the team to the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes also, I think his first season as a starter, he actually went to the AFC Championship, right? I know he ended up losing to Brady. I think Brady ended up ruining his season, which Brady ruins a lot of seasons. Welcome to the life of, the 31 teams that's not the fucking Patriots, okay? Or now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the reason why I'm saying this is more about Joe Burrow, okay? So Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson got the ball rolling, but this is where it starts to kickstart, okay? So Cliff Kingsbury, okay? If we didn't know, Cliff Kingsbury was coming out of Texas Tech or whatever. So he comes out of Texas Tech and everybody's like, yeah, he has a cool scheme and all, but goddamn, he was at Texas Tech. What the heck is he going to be? What is he going to do in the NFL? What the heck? You're drafting he has no NFL experience, this, that, and the third. What the fluff? Is he even going to succeed in the NFL? He's going to be out of here in 2 years. They might never hire a college coach, with no NFL experience, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. So they're like, cool scheme. And then, what he does as the head coach? He has the number 1 overall pick. And this was a year removed from drafting Josh Rosen with the 10th overall pick. And what does he do? He kicks Josh Allen to the motherfluffing curve and drafts Kyler Murray with the number 1 overall pick. Now, why does this have significance? Why does him drafting what's his name Kyler Murray over drafting Kyler Murray while having a Josh Rosen coming into his second year have to do with Joe Burrow breaking the NFL? The reason why this has to do something with breaking the NFL is because this was the first time, at least that I've seen, that a head coach has done this. Okay, so Josh Rosen was coming off a rookie season with the worst team in the NFL. Well, at least one of the worst. Yeah, they had the number 1 pick. They were the worst team in the NFL. So he was a rookie on the worst team in the NFL, and he gets replaced before he even gets a second chance. That's insane. They literally just threw their rookie quarterback out the window and said, all right, we're getting a new one. He's faster and he throws just as good, if not better. So that started that. Okay, mostly, most teams would stick with they would stick with their quarterbacks for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Peyton Manning wasn't great right out the gate. Like, he was pretty good, but he wasn't winning playoff games and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of quarterbacks that take a second to bloom. Josh Allen wasn't great. He was probably average or below average before he just took this astronomical leap this year. Now, Josh Allen stands, don't come at me. I know the man, he won games. He was actually my sleeper pick this year. Too bad that I didn't make NFL commentaries last year. Otherwise, I would have had the lottery pick. I would have hit the lottery saying Josh Allen was going to blow up this year. I was defending him in Discord, but this isn't about him. So, it takes quarterbacks a while to develop a little bit. So the thing is, like, they booted him out. So the reason why I referenced this, even though this is my second time saying this is the reason why I referenced this, that actually makes it 3, is because check this out. So with him doing that, he kind of made it okay. He, like, when he did this and it worked out, because Kyler Murray is pretty good. Everybody, I mean, he's the quarterback. Oh my goodness. Every year they're like, every year since his rookie year, which I guess has been 1 or 2 seasons, they're like, oh, he's going to break out this year. He's going to break out this year. Get him an offensive line, then he'll break out. Okay. He can't break out running for his freaking life every now. But anyways, I keep saying this is not about somebody, but I keep going on tangents about them. Okay. So the reason why that is important, what is that? The 4th, 5th time? The reason why Oh my God. Okay, so it's important because when Cliff Kingsbury did this, he showed the league, hey, it's okay to get rid of your quarterback if he's not good. So that's kind of sucks because that means there's going to be no more Andy Daltons, no more Jay Cutlers, no more Phillip Rivers, no more Eli past the Super Bowls. So yeah, it's like if your quarterback's average, you just get rid of him. Somebody will want him and give him a chance, but just get rid of that man. So it made it okay to get rid of quarterbacks. Now the problem is, now quarterbacks are getting dumped, because, I forgot to mention, Alex Smith got dumped. He did pretty well, but I think he actually went to the playoffs before he got dumped for Patrick Mahomes, and then Patrick Mahomes skyrockets. So he gets some credit for that too. The reason why this is absolutely crazy, the reason why Joe Burrow broke the NFL is because, after this happens, Kyler Murray being an exception, most teams were still trying to play it safe. If you draft a quarterback high, you would at least have a bridge quarterback for a period of the season, right? Well, here's where Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert come in and absolutely fluff everything up. Joe Burrow comes in as a rookie quarterback and absolutely goes phenomenal. Although they didn't win many games, Joe Burrow's performance was absolutely crazy. And his first game was against the Chargers, which I watched most of that game. I watched as much as I could. I watched as much Joe Burrow as I could as a person who can't afford to watch every game because I can't buy the fucking NFL packages. If you subscribe, I will be able to watch every game and watch at least a majority of them and give you a little bit of a better educated opinion on these players. So sub up, watch the videos, and then I can bring you better content. But anyways, so I watched it. He was phenomenal. He was absolutely astronomical. And then he got hurt. But the thing is, he did very well. Like, he is, honestly, people are saying he's a top 10 quarterback already coming into a sophomore season. And then we talk about Justin Herbert, who played the whole season because he was fortunate enough not to get his leg snapped. Yeah, he actually took the fuck off. Like, he went absolutely ballistic. And the problem with the Joe Burrow, the reason why they broke the NFL, the reason is because Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert are rookie quarterbacks. The league is just not used to seeing quarterbacks succeed this early. And now they have all these examples. Kyler Murray did fairly decent his rookie year and is turning out fairly well. Lamar Jackson was thrown into the fire halfway through his rookie year. He's turned out pretty damn fine. And then Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert were thrown into the fire and they turned out pretty damn fine. I think there's some more rookie quarterbacks that turned out fine after getting thrown into the fire, but it's okay. Those are the main ones. And now it's letting teams think like, let's throw these rookies out here and see if they hit or miss. If they don't hit, replace them, send them somewhere else. Somebody else will try to develop them. And it's kind of because these quarterbacks don't really have time to mature. They don't have time to build chemistry with their teammates. They don't have to they don't have time to become NFL quarterbacks. They have no time to adjust. And the reason why this is even more astronomical is because now that I just said that, I just thought about the COVID offseason. Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert didn't have an offseason. They came out and balled. So now it's kind of rushing the process because they're like, okay, if Joe Burrow can do it, if Justin Herbert can do it with all the flaws that he came in to the league with, then you should be able to do it. And it's so bad to the point where Tua Tagovailoa is people tried to run Tua out of town. They tried to run Tua out of town. They won't let him be a rookie. They're like, is he the guy? Get him out of here. They're really trying to run him out of town as a rookie. It is kind of scary. Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert broke the NFL because they were so successful so early. Now teams are going to try to copy that. And the thing is, the reason why they weren't really there's more factors to it. They weren't like the nail in the coffin. Well, they are the nail in the coffin, but they didn't make the coffin. The coffin was made when, with the whole Patrick Mahomes going insane, and they're like, okay, rookie quarterbacks, rookie contract quarterbacks are your Super Bowl window because you can throw weapons at them, make them go crazy. So now you have that. So people are like, okay, we need young quarterbacks on their rookie contracts to try to win Super Bowls with them, this, that, and the third. But you still need to give them time to develop. You need a bridge quarterback. Okay, what did they get? Like 5 year? You get a 5th year option if you're good. So you get 4 years, but you need one of those years to develop the guy. Well, then Joe Burrow comes into the league, Lamar Jackson comes into the league, Justin Herbert comes into the league, and they do great. And they're like, why the heck will we just redshirt him a year? Well, we could potentially get 4 years of him, and he could win us a Super Bowl any of those 4 years before we have to pay him big money, and we can just throw a super team at him. Insane. Now the Bengals I think they're kind of, I don't know. I can't really follow their offseason because they weren't really covered, but yeah, I feel like they should do what the Jets did. Start throwing weapons at Joe Burrow. You see the man is already good. Well, they did draft Jamar Chase. And then they did get a lineman. So yeah, they fix the offensive line, he'll be great. But I know this is all over the place, but the point of these videos is for me to throw a good topic out there and for you to be like, yeah, I can see it. And then we converse about it in the comments, this, that, and the third. And because you guys watch this and you don't watch my other content, so I mean, why the not? But yeah, Joe Burrow broke the NFL. He's going to be the main. I should have did Patrick Mahomes. I really should. I should put Patrick Mahomes in the title and clickbait. But I'm not going to be that guy. I'm just going to use Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow broke the NFL because he was successful way too early, and now quarterbacks are going to be pushed into the start lineup sooner, which we're already seeing that with Zach Wilson taking number 2 overall, and he's the day 1 starter for the New York Jets. Evident there. Hopefully he succeeds. But yeah, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow broke the NFL. Now we will see rookie quarterbacks starting sooner, which is actually kind of cool because we all want to see the rookie quarterbacks. We love seeing our shiny new toys out on the field. But yeah, none of you have me on IG, none of you have me on Snapchat, so there's no point in doing an outro. So I'm just gonna fade this to black.